got a email from Bedros Keuilian, and it was a challenge to do a marathon in 6 weeks.
Think you can run a marathon in 6 weeks?
I haven't decided yet.
Hey, I'm Vince Del Monte, father, husband, and founder of the 7-Figure Mastermind, and I am on a mission to help you build a successful and profitable online coaching business, because you deserve financial security, fulfillment, and freedom through your passion and through your skills and expertise. This is my day. Let's go, baby.
Yo, this is my brother's apartment, office. Him and his business partner, Mark, run their business out of here. ALD, you've probably heard of them. I gotta get my own office space. Been running 16 years out of my own home office.
I'm kicking it off with a job interview. Over the past year, we've raised our company's standards of performance. So today, we are looking to fill one of the vacancies in our company. We currently have an availability for CMO. CMO, by the way, is Chief Marketing Officer. And one of the things I've learned over the years is to hire people who are smarter than you in the areas that you want to grow in, or else you become the bottleneck of your business, and you don't want your knowledge to be the bottleneck of your growth.
Hey, are you Italian as well?
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from Toronto. I've lived in Toronto the last 10 years. I lived outside of Toronto. I went to Western University in London, Ontario. I had a kinesiology degree, and so I did a personal trainer. I ended up working at a gym by my house, the YMCA, same place my dad would work out at with his friends. So he's watching me make $10 an hour after a $50,000 university education. So you can imagine your dad.
I know how that feels. I went through the same thing, actually.
I got a couple of gaps in the company right now, major gaps.
Are you the CEO and the COO right now?
That's correct.
And the CMO?
Yeah.
And the CMO?
Yeah. It's tough when you've got 3 young kids, but I literally could work 18 hours a day. I've gone through therapy the last year, just trying to figure out why I'm such an achiever. Give you the long story short. I was an average runner. I was a competitive runner, but I would call a mid-packer. I was decent in school, but all my buddies went to med school. I was a decent fitness model. I never got a top call out. I've always told myself the story that I'm just going to be average, and obviously that's a lie. But that story fuels me, and it's negative fuel that prompts achievement, accomplishment, and what it also promotes, the negative side of that, is isolation.
When growing a business, you need to know who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. And over the years, I've learned that I am an achiever. That's good and it's bad. It's good because I can get a lot done on my own. It's bad because I don't see value or place currency on relationships. Part of the reason why I open up maybe a little more than others would on a first interview, but I've learned this is necessary in creating the right team.
It went really well. This guy has a lot of experience. He's been in a lot of programs. He's built out a lot of systems, processes. So now I've got 2 contenders, and it's good. It's good. It's got to keep me on my toes. With these guys, you got to be very clear. Kind of went off on a few tangents, maybe shared a few too many beats that I didn't really need to discuss on a first conversation, but that's kind of what I do. I'm a transparent guy. I like to connect really quickly, and I like to build relationships. So I don't kind of put on a guise, if you will. You get what you get with me, and he wants to have another conversation. We'll see what happens. What we got now is our accountability call, Friday, 11 a.m. I meet with some of our higher level students in the 7-Figure Mastermind, and we're going to check in on their wins and if they're on track or off track with their revenue goals. And if they're off track, we're going to troubleshoot their number one problem to get them back on track. So this is an accountability call. Anybody else have a win they'd like to share, report?
I've just digressed in hitting the sales and marketing because I hit a cap. I was stuck between about 25 to 30K months. And I realized that I was just kind of chasing my tail, doing the same thing over and over. I'm just auditing my entire platform, my entire training protocol from A to Z, my onboarding system.
Monetize, like several over 50K months. And, just because everything that you told us to do, like, just like trusting your process. And it's true, like, if people can do it, like, I doubled my income just joining this group, right, this year. Like, this is but like, I haven't done any long-term projects, not one long-term project, because I'm all about action. Like, whatever Vin says, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then I earn, and I do another thing Vin says, and I do it. And
Nuri, can I tell you something? You're the perfect client. You don't overplan. You don't overthink. You don't overanalyze, and that's why you're successful. And I wish more people were like you. And Will, I want to say you are also the perfect client because you appreciate the long view, and that Rome wasn't built overnight, but they were laying bricks every single day. And sometimes we have to remember, if we're going to build something that's going to last, there's going to be seasons of building, there's going to be seasons of stabilizing, there's going to be seasons of droughts, right? It's not just a grow season. So having these perspectives are going to serve you guys long term. So every 12 weeks or so, I put a little announcement in my group and I say, hey, I'm looking for another small handful of people who want to join my Run to 7 group. So this is called Run to 7 figures. And it's just a small group of people. And to be honest, it's the members that make this super successful, because Mitch was sharing about this ambassador program that he launched with another girl, and she was just sharing. It was like, rolling it out right away and making money right away. So one person gives one idea, 2 right ideas, adds an extra 10, 20 grand a month to your bank account. So
do they have to pay to get in it?
They don't have to pay extra. It's a part of the 7-figure mastermind. If I feel like you'd be a good fit, these are non-negotiable Friday meetings.
Wow.
So if they miss a meeting, I just take them off the invite.
Wow.
Okay, so we got a guy that wants to do extra private coaching with me when joining the coaching program. So I quote him in a number, and he thought that was on top of the actual number. No, bro. Don't quote him that. 25 total. Setters, they voice note me throughout the day. Hey, can you send a voice note to this guy? Can you send a voice note to this guy? So I'm gonna take a quick second. Oh, this guy Lewis, he just joined our coaching program. He's from Belgium, already having wins. It's really cool. Right out of the gate.
Good morning, Brother Vince. I just wanted to take a moment just to express my gratitude towards you. I think you've just been an extraordinary coach. You set the level so high. There's no one that could even come close to your coaching. Thank you for that. Also, I want to congratulate you on your home. It looks like it's coming around beautifully, and I would love to have your address because I have a gift that I think you and your family, the Del Montes, would love, and I'd like to send that to you. And lastly, I just wanted to let you know that business is extraordinary. It is exactly where it's meant to be at this point in time, and it's flourishing. And so the only thing that is not flourishing is my mindset, and I'm just trying to break through that mindset, and I just keep reverting back. That any more implementation and resources and learning, I find that it just pulls me further from just that breakthrough within my head. I've just got it. That resilience is just not rock solid.
Hey, what's up, Dana? I'm just in the car right now. Thank you so much for those encouraging words. Just my reassurance is that what you're struggling with is normal, right? You're not an ordinary. You're trying to grow. So with growth comes resistance. And I just encourage you to embrace your journey, girl, right? You're learning, embrace these lessons, and wrestle with where this is coming from, and we'll sort it out. It's gonna get sorted out, but just don't what you can control, and don't worry about the rest. All right, but let's keep it simple. I have a feeling deep down that you might be trying to move a little quicker than is sustainable. So oftentimes in this game, slow is fast and fast is smooth. So let's concentrate on that and have a great rest of your day. In just that 15-minute Uber ride, I got 4 different opportunities fall in my lap. I see so many entrepreneurs that just can't stay focused. You get distracted so easily with all these different red shiny objects. One of the things you've got to learn how to do is say no to the many so you can say yes to the few.
So right now I am getting intel on who my ideal target audience is by interviewing my own coaching clients. And I've bribed a number of them to come on a call, and I'm just figuring out what their fears are, their wants, their desires, their frustrations, and they're just letting me know what motivates them. And this is so crucial to do because 70% of marketing is just knowing who you're talking to. So if you've never done this before, your content's likely falling on deaf ears. And this is something that we're teaching our students how to do. And all of a sudden their revenue skyrockets because they're now actually connecting with their ideal target audience, their dream client, if you will.
I gave you guys a big round. Thank you so much. This was so helpful. I hope you guys see how powerful this can be in your own business and doing what we just conducted. If you ever want to run ads, this is the intel that's going to set you up for massive success. Now you're not working from a blank slate. I got to go for a run right now, the 1 hour test. 1 hour test, 5 minute on, 25 minute jog. Holy cow. So while I'm in there, what are you doing in here? Look. She's building a house across the country. 12 hours away.
For most of the days, I'm doing finances for the business. And then when I get really sick of it, I start shopping for the new house.
What have you been shopping for today?
I have to pick outdoor appliances, and I'm already late doing it because the pool company is going to be done soon, and they need everything there, and it takes a long time to figure this stuff out, you know?
Yeah, they installed the wrong kitchen, and they stood firm on the fact we signed the CA, which is the client agreement, and they said, well, we could take it out to the tune of $120,000. We already have an expensive home. So they said, yeah, you have to pay for it. So we had to fly down and have a conversation with the builder and get the inset cabinets that she specified from day one with pictures. But on the agreement, it just said cabinets. It didn't say inset, and they had overlay. So they held us to it. And we said, no, you need to take some of this financial burden. It's not fair that we take all this. So we finally came to a settlement, not the one we wanted, but better than nothing.
So there are some beautiful cabinets for sale in Franklin, Tennessee.
There you go. You guys need cabinets? Hey, message me.
We got you.
Alrighty. Hey guys.
Hey.
Mom, what are you doing? This is my parents. They just show up. It's good. What's going on? Hey, nice to see you guys. You're welcome to do this when you drive down to Florida. Just stop in Tennessee and
We are.
we got a spot for you guys. Mama Bear.
We're coming in February. We have the condo for February, so
So you can come in January?
if you
Come stay with us?
for a little bit, if you have us.
Look. Show them. My new book. Yeah, I wrote a new book. It's called Separate to Dominate.
Holy cow.
How to Carve Your Niche. It's a short book, but it just basically helps fit pros establish their foundation. Probably take people about
That's excellent.
60 minutes to
When
read
did
it.
you get it?
This is the foundation to every successful business I've built. It's everything in here.
The
Hold it
foundation
up. See it?
actually starts in here.
How to, yeah,
In
right.
her.
Yeah, and then
That's great. I love it.
how to carve out your niche and crush the competition. This is volume 1, so there's going to be. I didn't want to
All the
write a
time?
big complicated book. I just wanted it short, to the point, just the meat and potatoes.
99% of online fitness coaches never make it past earning enough to pay their bills. What's that? A job just over broke?
Yeah.
That's what job is. No, you know who had the right idea was Nathan said, I gotta train harder to beat those guys. Those guys are good.
So my nephews, my middle brother's kids, had their first cross country meet today. Is this you yelling? Oh my... Are you gonna cry?
They're 8 for anyone watching.
No, they're not. They're not 8. Oh, 8 years old. Yeah. So good to start competition when they're young. Learn the thrill of victory and the thrill of defeat.
Were you the loudest dad there?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Did you scare the kids?
He's not a dad, he's a grandpa.
The teachers told us you can't run with the kids. Get it along.
Really?
You can't run with the kids
Dude, they don't know what to do.
because it creates an unfair advantage.
They don't know what to deal with. They don't know what to do with this guy here. We're at the point now. Our house has been on the market for a while. We dropped the price. We haven't got a single offer. I don't think the marketplace is going to turn for another year at least. and I'm not selling this house at a discount. So I'm going to be carrying 2 mortgages, and we're going to head down to Tennessee after Christmas time because our house is going to be likely built before I get a dang visa. If that's not called acting on faith, I don't know what is. So maybe trying to run a marathon in under 6 weeks. I don't know. That's called stupidity. So I got a email from Bedros Keuilian, and it was a challenge to do a marathon in 6 weeks. It's freaking crazy. I haven't run much for a long time. I run here and there, but I'm in no running shape. Running brings me back to the 1K at a time mindset. Never worried about the next kilometer. Stay focused on the kilometer you're on. Much like business, so many tasks. You attack one at a time, one after the other. Don't worry about the next one. Had a rough day yesterday, get back on track today. I think I really need to accept that I'm not doing this on my own strength. I'm gonna have to rely massively on faith because I don't have the capacity right now. I don't have the capability right now. That's what's gonna find a new gear inside you. Doing something that you cannot rely on your own strength from. I think that's what I'm gonna think about.